friends. This is Krista. Welcome back to Krista's Joyful Journey. I am sitting where I often sit to film book videos because I just filmed a book video and I wanted to film a video for this channel as well before I have to go spend some time in the hospital with my brother. Unfortunately, he has sickle cell anemia and he is in the hospital with a pain crisis right now and is having trouble breathing, and he has a sore on his foot that's infected, just all the things. So I unfortunately was not able to film over the weekend like I normally do because I was dealing with that with him. So here I am on a Monday afternoon, quickly gonna film out a video for y'all and hopefully get it edited and up so that it can go up tomorrow. We shall see. But I did want to check in on this week and let you know how it's going. We're nearing the end of the month. And I had some highs and some lows this week for sure. A win from this week is that I finished stage 1 of my workout program that I'm doing. It is a 13-week program. 4 weeks, maybe a 12-week. I think it's 13 weeks, 90 days. I don't know. Anyways, I finished stage 1, which was the first 4 weeks of the program, and I feel really, really good about that. I was very excited to finish. I did not skip a day. I did every morning. I had a couple rest days built into the program. So there were some days where I didn't have to work out at all. And I still chose to go on walks during those days. When I started the program, it felt like it was going to be so long. And 90 days feels like a really long time. 45 minutes is each video. And that felt like a long time. But I have found that I'm really enjoying it. I feel like I'm learning. The coach really does great with talking about why we're doing some of the different moves that we're doing, and that is super helpful for me. So I'm really loving that, and that is definitely a win for the week because I feel like that was a milestone in that workout program. So awesome. A challenge for the week. There were quite a few. To be honest, this weekend was rotten with the food that I've been eating. I had challenged myself to not have any sweets during this 90-day program, and I kind of threw that out the window this weekend. And probably that's related to the stuff with my brother and just feeling like I don't care, which happens every now and then. And also a challenge / fail is that one of my goal for last week was to write down all my food, and I didn't even get a notebook. I pulled out a couple different notebooks, but I didn't ever sit down and actually start writing down my food. So I'm keeping that as my goal moving forward. I'm already into Monday and I haven't started yet, but I don't have to wait until the beginning of a week to start. I actually think I'm going to start September 1st, which is on Wednesday, and make that one of my monthly challenges. I like to give myself challenges for the month as well. So in September, one of my challenges is one of my goals for the month is to track food. By the end of the month, I want to be tracking food consistently. Whatever that might look like along the way, it's my goal. It's one of my goals for the month of September. And since we're talking about goals, I might as well talk about another goal for the month of September, which is to not bring my phone into my bedroom at night. I am not the greatest sleeper, and I have a tendency to scroll mindlessly on my phone. So I did it a little bit in August, but I didn't do it consistently, but I absolutely noticed a difference in my sleep, and I'm getting to bed a little earlier when I do that. So I'm going to try again throughout the month of September to not bring my phone into my bedroom with me for bedtime, like at the end of the day. I'm really excited about that. I really would like to work on having better sleep and sleeping a little bit longer if I'm able to. I don't sleep very long right now. I get up early every day. I don't know my body does not know how to sleep in, which is fine. I don't mind getting up early, but that means when it's time for bed, I would like to go to bed. And then finally, my motivation for this week, I have really been thinking about this a lot, and I haven't narrowed it down quite yet, but I want to start talking about having a why, understanding and knowing and identifying what is your why, what is your motivation, your reason for being on a journey towards health. And honestly, I want to push myself to go deeper than I want to lose weight. I want to fit into more of my clothes. Those are great reasons, but I want to push beyond that. Like, why do I want to lose weight? Why do I want to fit into my clothes? Like, what do I hope to feel or what emotion is behind that. I want to go a little bit deeper. So I'm going to be working on that, and we will have conversations about our why. I do know those are definitely two of my goals. I would like to lose weight. I would like to fit into more of my clothes. I know for me, heart disease runs in my family, and a big part of my why is I want to prevent me from being one of those numbers in my family who deals with heart disease. I want to do what I can to keep my heart healthy. That's a huge why for me, to be healthier. Some of you that have kids and grandkids, maybe part of your why is so that you can be active and energetic when you are with your children or your grandkids or your nieces and nephews or any kids that you're around. I nanny, and it's important that I can get down and up off of the floor with the babies that I watch. Which is not always an easy thing. So that is part of my why. I also want to just encourage you that it cannot be just about the scale. We're going to be talking about that a little bit as well. The scale is a tricky thing because yes, it can be motivational, but I want to just give an example from this past week. I stood on the scale on Wednesday this past week. After Monday and Tuesday were both days where I had a double workout, and I feel like I ate pretty decently on Monday and Tuesday. And on Wednesday, when I stood on the scale, I was 4 pounds heavier than Sunday when I had stood on the scale. I'm like, what in the actual heck? Why is the scale up 4 pounds? And then a couple days later, I'm like, let me just try again. And I was back down to where I was, like a little bit lower than where I was on Sunday. So the scale honestly goes like this, and it might be going down slowly, but it still goes down like this. So some days are going to be up and some days are going to be down. And we cannot base our motivation strictly on the scale. So anyways, that's a whole side note. We will talk more about that in the future. We will also be talking a lot more about our why, but I really want to challenge you and motivate you this week to start thinking about your why. What is it that's motivating you? And push yourself to go a little bit deeper than some of those easy answers. Because I want to lose weight. I want to fit into my clothes. Those are two things that I think of always right away, because obviously I want to lose weight and I want to fit into my clothes better. I want to be more comfortable in my own skin. And does losing weight equal being comfortable in my skin? Not necessarily. There might be other work that I have to do towards being healthy. Healthy does not just mean how we look physically. It also involves our mental state, our emotional state, our spiritual state. It involves so many different things. And I believe actually the foundation of that is where we are spiritually. Personally, in my belief, that's where it all kind of stems from. My walk with God is where everything else stems from and is the most vital part of it. So yeah, there's so much to think about and to dive into in our own within ourselves, because everybody's why is going to be different. Everybody's why is so personal. So in the comments below, I would love to hear if you've already done the work of your why and you know some of those reasons. We could talk through it together. If you want some help walking through getting to your why, I'm very happy to talk with you about it. But I want you to do the work. Maybe sit down and do some journaling. Maybe write your answer, your first answer that comes to your head, but then be like a 3-year-old and say, why? Well, why? Well, why? Right? Like a 3-year-old, to kind of get down into the deeper layers of what it is that is our core, at our core, gonna push us to go forward. And then put that why somewhere, maybe like above your desk, or write it in a dry erase marker on your mirror, or put it somewhere visibly so that we can see it. And this, I need to challenge myself to do this too. Put that why in front of your face so that you're seeing it. And then as you're going through your day, that will help you to make hard choices. I can pass up getting fast food today because my why is this, and this why is more important to me. This reason, this motivation is much more important to me than my 30-second enjoyment of whatever taste of ice cream or chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A or whatever. Yeah. So let's think about that. We'll continue talking about our why and why that's important to have and how we can get to the bottom of it. And what I will share a little bit more about my why in the future. I'm still at the very beginning stages of really thinking about it, because I also think your why can change over time. My why today might be different than it was 10 years ago. So yeah, let's just start thinking about that, talking about it. I would love to hear any other wins or challenges that you had from this past week, a scale victory or a non-scale victory. I love non-scale victories because it's more than just the scale. And then also, what goal are you setting for yourself this week? And if you already have thoughts about your why, let's talk about that as well. I hope that you are having a fabulous day whenever it is that you watch this. And I look forward to talking with you in another video very soon. Bye.